Klaus Schwab has said they basically own most Western countries. They own most countries, but most large Western countries. They own Canada, Australia, New Zealand, almost all of Europe. They own Macron in France. And now they own the UK's new Prime Minister, who wasn't elected by the UK people, nor by his own party. He wasn't elected by anyone. But here comes Klaus Schwab with his puppet, Rishi Sunak, the Indian prime murderer. Warmest congratulations, Rishi Sunak. As you become UK PM, I look forward to working closely together on globalist issues and implementing Roadmap 2030, Agenda 2030, on their new completely unelected Prime Minister in the UK. I like how they don't even have them anymore. I like how they're like, well, this is your new leader, your new Miss Leader, who's going to take most of your money and tell you what to do. How do you like that democracy? And here's another one congratulating him.
And whether it's the United Kingdom or just today, we've got news that Rishi Sunak is now the Prime Minister.
Ah, Joe. Hey, good job, Rishi Sunak. Lucy, don't go on the road. Let's go back over here. Notice how in that clip, I don't know where that was, but everyone's cheering. Like, all these people seem to know about this grand plan. Because I think the party that Rishi Sunak, yeah, I'm just gonna call him that from now on, Rishi Sunak, is supposedly part of, which was the same one as Liz Truss was in. It's kind of like the right-wing Republican Party in the UK. So Joe Biden should be just like hating this guy, right? No, he's like, oh, this is one of our guys. And everyone just cheers. Like, they all seem to know, like, it's almost like they got this huge plan and I'm not in on it, although I can see it. But like, no one's ever like come up and told me, but they all seem to know what the plan is. Let's look at Rishi Sunak. Rishi's wife is a shareholder in Infosys, which pays her a dividend of £11.5 million per annum. Infosys runs India's state digital ID system. Rishi is a fan of digital ID. Can you see where this could be going? Rishi Sunak's father-in-law, Narendra Murthy, is co-founder of Infosys, a company that works extremely close with the World Economic Forum and runs the largest digital ID and social credit system in the world.
It's been reported that you've got family links to Russia, that your wife apparently has a stake in the Indian IT consultancy firm Infosys. They operate in Moscow. They have an office there. They have a delivery office there. They've got a connection to the Alpha Bank in Moscow. Are you giving advice to others that you're not following in your own home?
It's not. I'm an elected politician, and I'm here to talk to you about what I'm responsible for. My wife is not.
She is not, but equally, if you know, as a country, we are asking taxpayers to fund the UK's support for Ukraine. We're asking people in the UK to give their homes up to Ukrainian refugees, whereas it appears your family potentially could be benefiting from Putin's regime.
No, I don't think that's the case. And as I said, the operations of all companies are up to them. We've put in place significant sanctions, and all the companies that we are responsible for are following those, as they rightly should, sending a very strong message to Putin's aggression.
Do you know if Infosys is?
I have absolutely no idea, because I have nothing to do with that company.
So when Liz Truss was not elected but became Prime Minister in the UK, they had this like just weird like moving on up, this little party for her. But when Rishi becomes Prime Minister, even though no one wanted him to be, they did the most, it's awkward and creepy. Like, he seems to be in a room alone, like with no one, not anyone. It seems to be him and a teleprompter. And he walks up, like, you gotta see this. He walks, it looks so awkward. He walks up and then it's like he just waits until the thing says, and then he just starts talking.
I'd like to pay tribute to Liz Truss for her dedicated public service to the country. She has led with dignity and grace through a time of great change and under exceptionally difficult circumstances, both at home and abroad.
And then he gets to the very end, and again, it's completely and totally awkward. It's like he's in a closet by himself, and then he just kind of like walks off.
I pledge that I will serve you with integrity and humility, and I will work day in, day out to deliver for the British people.
And what a surprise! Richie also read from the teleprompter telling everyone how they're going to bring in central bank digital currencies, which is basically what his family, which by the way, Richie Sunak, is almost a billionaire. Like the guy, I don't know how old he is. He looks quite young. He looks like 35 or something. I don't know if he's ever really done anything in life. I think he's gone to some school in the US, although I looked into it and no one seems to remember him being there. And now he's basically a billionaire. And, you know, just like, what was that? Remember the Finland prime minister? Or was it Sweden? Just partying. Well, it's the same with Richie. Here's Richie just partying, drinking, and of course flashing the all-seeing eye pyramid. Yeah, so now he's in charge in England. It's amazing. They're just rolling it all out.